Hello YouTubers, Charles here, back playing some more Kerbal Space Program. And today's actually somewhat of a special episode. This is episode 50 of my current playthrough of Kerbal Space Program 1.0. We're actually on 1.05 right now, but basically we started with 1.0 and all the new aerodynamics and things like that. And this is also the first time one of my Kerbal Space Program series has made it to 50 episodes, as far as I believe. So here we are. We are attempting to rescue Raymey's derelict. Not just Raymey, but bring the whole craft back. So we have about 2 hours and 45 minutes. So let us fast forward until we get to this burn. I believe we're maybe doing a whole orbit. Yes, here we go. And had to slow down a little because we got a little bit closer. We are in a quite eccentric orbit right now. Got about 50 minutes left. You can see this craft has come a bit closer. And we'll do this burn to just get our orbit a little bit bigger, so when we come back around, we will be at the same place at approximately the same time, if everything goes well. Alright, we're just about there. Got about a minute. Let's get all lined up and ready for this burn. We don't have an estimate, but it's going to be a few seconds, and there we go. Turning on SAS. We don't have much power, but when we turn on the engine, we will start generating some more. I'm going to start the burn at, let's say, 10 seconds. And hopefully we will have some fuel left. We're a little under half right now. Alright. Got about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna cut there and just use small burns. At this point, I'm gonna finish this and get that to stay. Or not. Alright. I'm gonna turn on RCS. We want this as small as possible. 7, 2.5. Oop. .5. It's really, really hard. It's between 6 and 5. Oop. Yeah, so I'm just using all the different RCS thrusters. I only had 0.4 there for a second, but alright. That's about as good as we're gonna get for now. Let's turn off RCS and SES. So we are gonna take this orbit around, and this is gonna come around, and well, if everything works out, we'll be pretty close, and we'll be able to thrust right into his craft. Let's arm our claw. And, let's, before we time warp, let's put a, we'll add a maneuver right here. Because at that point, we'll probably have our easiest time of making a maneuver to line up. Actually, that's actually probably our problem. That's where we're crossing his orbit, so we're going... well, that's the descending nodes. That's where we're going below. So we'll need actually to raise our orbit at that point. Alright, we're coming around. Four, 3, 2. Alright. Let's turn on SAS. Hopefully that will hold. Turn on RCS. RCS is on, right? Yeah, none of this really seems to be making that much of a difference. In fact, it doesn't seem to be making any difference at all. What if I... Yeah, let's get rid of that, because we were making a difference, and I could not see it at all. Because the node was blocking. Or the estimation after the node, I should say. Okay, 3, 2.1 3.2.1. Alright, that's about as good as I think we're gonna get it. Gonna add a maneuver there. And Alright, you're still set as the target. That should be anti. So we're pointed at the target. Where's Kerbin? Is right over there. We're pointed at Raymey's ship. We're going pretty much backwards. As we get closer, we are going to be pointed basically completely backwards while facing his ship. Seven minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes. Here comes his ship. Let's go to 1 minute. Alright, this is 1 minute from this maneuver, which I'm going to get rid of. 0.2. Let's see if we can get that any smaller. It's 4, 2, 1. Doesn't want to go to 0, but alright, we have our claw open. We have RCS on. We have SAS on, and it's slowly draining our power, but that's okay. There's two ways this can go. We can wind up lining up and flying right into it, and that would be really great. Probably not going to happen. We will probably have to spin around quickly and then fire our engines to catch up. The good news is we have plenty of fuel. Alright, we got 18 kilometers and counting. $15. It still says 0.1, got about 30 seconds according to this. Coming in fast. Making it better or worse. I'm trying to get my velocity vector. Nope. So the target is passing us, or going faster than us by that amount, about 100 meters per second. It's now down. We want to Alright, we are now catching up at, well, 25 meters per second. We used a lot of fuel to do that, though. We still are pretty good, though. Using RCS here to line us up. I'm just trying to get our separation as low as possible. .1, that is good. And that will be at a low speed as well, so... how far ahead was that? That was 4 minutes, so let's time warp here. Alright. We want to slow down. We don't want to destroy his derelict. I'm using RCS to slow down. We are also going to miss off to the side. Didn't want to fly past him a second time. I wound up time warping too much. Too close in before attempting to slow down. Alright, we're under 10 meters per second. Three meters per second. And now we're heading back towards him. 3, 4, I'm gonna... 5, 6 meters per second. .5 meters per second. Slow down a little bit. And at 100 meters, I'm going to slow down even further. We're doing good on power, even though we don't have solar panels. Alright, I'm now going to slow down to about 3 meters per second. And then when we get to 50 meters, we're going to slow down further to about 1 meter per second, which is just about now. 0.9, and let's correct our drift. That should put us right on, and he is in a cupola. I'm wondering if I should grab this in a better orientation. Let's slow down. Now, that went all sorts of not what I really wanted. And now we're kind of looking right into the sun, so that's going to make everything a little harder. Alright, we're moving towards him again. And I think this is more flat on. I think. Whatever, it's going to be what we go with. Approaching at 0.5 meter per second. Yeah, it's closer. It's not perfect, but it's much better. Alright, we got about 8 meters to go. We're going to slow down a little more. And grab. I said, there we go. He's now part of the space program. We've saved Raymey. And we've obtained his derelict. Now we just need to get back. I'm not sure how much fuel. I mean, I know how much fuel we have, but I'm not sure. Like, if I tried burning now, I'm not sure that would bring our apoapsis all the way down into the atmosphere. Get that to stay up? No. Oh. Yeah, I was looking at that. That's not the edge. We got the edge. It's like right where that craft is, so. Problem with this is we're going to be going very fast. 19 is way too low for that. 71 is way too high. Would like about 40. 35. I'm kind of hoping to pass through once. 14. 57's too high. 38. 38 should be okay. So I want to pass through the atmosphere once to slow down, but still come out and then take a second pass. So we don't slow down all at once. So we have this burn in about a day. So let's time warp out. Alright, we got about a minute or so before we fully slow down. Alright, this isn't hopefully going to be too bad of a burn. It's 13 seconds. Hopefully we get most of our power back. Turn on SAS. And let's burn about now. Not getting too much power back, but we're getting some back. Where does that put us? Alright. 33 is a little lower than I wanted. Let's go back to 38. That looks good. That's in another 4 hours. The thing is, I'm not sure if we want to... I think we're going to keep that, our engine, and burn here to help slow us. Let's turn off SAS again. Let's turn off RCS. And, we did have plenty of fuel. There's Kerbin. Let's time warp till we get close to the atmosphere. That's a moon. I think that's Minmus there. Little sparkling spot. Okay. Still time warping here. That's why I'm trying to turn. I'm like, why aren't we turning? No, we're still time warping. Okay. We're getting close to the atmosphere. Let's put this off of target. And we should have used RCS for that, but oh well. I'm going to burn the remaining fuel to slow down. See, that's is slowing our orbit, and it's bringing our orbit in, which is what we want. If we do run out of fuel, it's also charging our batteries, which is good. No, we are inside the atmosphere. We're gonna charge all the way up, I think, or most of the way up. How are we doing? We're actually slowing a decent amount, and we're starting to burn up here, so let's get rid of that. And we have 3 drogue chutes and then 8 normal parachutes. Where are we coming in over? Oh, okay, this is... I believe that's the big crater there, so... At least it's the daytime. We're getting heating... Where is that? Heating... Alright, Raymey, we transferred him... because that looks dangerous. We are quite low. Although, I think the heating just went away. Yeah, the way that is turned is catching the air. And, I think we have come through the worst. We're still 14 kilometers up. We're just under a kilometer a second. As soon as these turn green, we are going to use them. Slow us the rest of the way down, or slow us down even more. Yeah, you can see how much aerodynamics that is. Oh. Yeah, we have run out of power, but I believe we can still cause the other parachutes to open. Still dropping a good rate. We're safe to open the other parachutes, but we're a little high. I'm gonna open them, let's say, at 3,000. Alright, we're just about there. And that's orbit. We want to be on surface. Hopefully when they fully open, they will bring us to a nice slow speed. And they do. We happen to flip over. I thought that might happen. However, 4 meters, less than 5 meters per second, 4.7, is a perfectly acceptable speed. I think the weakest parts can survive 8 meters per second, so. Just using some physics warp, time warp, to get down. Where's our shadow? There it is. Nice little plains area here. This is an area of Kerbin I'm not that familiar with. Haven't been over here too many times. Alrighty, we're going to slow back down to normal. Down at 4.5 meters per second. And there we are. We are good. Let us recover the vessel. Okay, no real science on that. We did get parts back, but that wasn't the point. We got Rayemy Kerman, advanced to level 1. I believe she was our pilot we hired. Bill Kerman didn't gain anything, but he was there for the engineering. And Raymey gained 1 XP. And what do we have here? Covered completion rewards. We got 95,000 funds. Now part of our crew roster, may be assigned to future missions. And, oop. I did not see what that other one was. That looked like some sort of world first science. Oh, I can... can we see what they were? Archives. Or do they show up? What happened there? Here we go. Under Science Archives? Well, if you pause the video real fast, you may be able to see it. Let's look at our crew here. Raymey is a pilot, which works out well. We were needing pilots. We now have 2 pilots. We'll have to send Raymey on some other mission to get him some experience. Verica should now be able to do stability assist and pro and retrograde hold. Still would like Valentina and Jebediah to get a little more experience and get some more orbits or more abilities. Do we need to orbit more? What? I believe they've both orbited Minmus. Speaking of both of them, let's briefly check in on them before we end this episode. It is getting a little bit long here, but hopefully okay, here we are. This is the oh, did I happen to pick the flag? Here we go. We got 134 science, and we're still sciencing away here. Valentina, Jebediah, Bertrix, and Bob. They got power here, but it's nighttime, so they are losing power. We're about the middle of the night. So that will be this episode of Kerbal Space Program. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.